saying? I'm good. How are you?
We're here.
Oh, we're here.
Beautiful weather. Right now we are at Boswell Road, Fortin Heath to be precise. Yeah, pin that.
So was this the road that you were raised on?
Yeah, this is the road I grew up on.
Okay,
so
cool.
I lived 34 Boswell Road. I lived there for. So me and my family, we actually moved from West Croydon to here.
Oh, okay.
And that was in year 5. Year 4, year 5. So we moved to 34 Boswell Road. I lived there for 17 years. 17 years.
So throughout that 17 years, how was your journey like living here?
Interesting, you know, like it starts off like there's my next door neighbor Gloria. I'm gonna go and say hello. I wonder if she remembers me. She was like,
that's so cute. That's so
Gloria.
What are you doing out here?
Good, I'm just doing the interview. I brought them back to my old world, obviously, just to say this is where I originated from.
Okay.
This is my next door neighbor, Gloria. Do you mind being on camera? You don't mind?
Oh, when
You look good though, you look good.
So how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
And Mom alright?
Yeah, don't be well. They're blessed. Yeah. How are you doing?
You're getting married now?
Soon.
Oh, you don't? Yes.
Soon, not yet. Soon.
Alright.
Yeah, good to see you though.
And
You take care.
And
You
look
take
after
care.
yourself.
Yes, definitely.
So what are you doing? Taking picture of people?
Yeah.
Yo, Tavada.
Yeah. God bless you.
Alright. Talk to you soon.
God bless you. See you later.
See you.
This is what I'm saying. This is where it originated. Yeah, man.
But
And to be fair, we used to like, you see that down next to Gloria, next to that wall.
Yeah.
Down there, there's a river.
Okay. There's a
It
river.
connects to the Wandle River that goes around Croydon. I don't know if you know. There's
No,
a
I
river called the
don't.
Wandle River. But we used to climb down there. It's like a little gully. But
Yeah,
so
going
I
back to
lived
what you were saying, you were just riding bikes.
Yeah, riding
and
bikes, just
fun.
enjoying as you do as a child, and
Yeah.
I played football, so we're kicking ball, we're doing all of that, and then it turned into because of the area that I live in, and I can't lie, there's a lot of things that I've seen on this road alone, and people come and be like, oh, this is a residential area, like, do you get what I'm saying? It's a road, you're not expecting to see anything mad on this road, but I've seen madness on this road.
And when you say madness, what in particular have you seen?
To name a few,
Yeah.
police shoot a man's dog down, tried to shoot the man, hold him down, the road's locked off. That used to be my bedroom, so I'm like, well, things are going off. I run downstairs, make sure my parents ain't coming outside, and as I run downstairs, open the door, like madness, arm feds, the man's on the floor, the dog's dead. Crazy. So these are the sort of things. My brother crashed his car right in the corner there.
Oh my God.
This house here used to do a madness. We used to think it was a brothel. No, they used to have all sorts of real talk. At the time, and in all honesty, at the time where man grew up in Fortin Heath, it was a time where you had to be some way of some sort of gangster.
Okay, cool. So
In actual fact, like not to say you had to as if it was forced, but because of the environment, it's very likely you're going to be influenced in that way. And we, growing up there, it became that.
okay, so you were definitely influenced.
Yeah, I got into a little trouble with some individuals, and you know, I used to bring girls to my house and whatnot, and my house got bricked. So you see, I should have showed you, but
It's
the
fine.
door, the people that live there now, they don't know that the second door that is on the house is because of man.
Oh my God.
The second door, the patio door, because remember, it's not really a big space in it over there. So you got the first door, and then which was like a green door, old school, and that glass got smashed. So imagine I'm in my room laying down, and then a brick goes flying through my window, through the window, smashed glass all over the floor, ran downstairs. I remember my dad got up and there's glass everywhere, and from then is when they put the second door on, which would lock.
And lock, padlock, padlock.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that's
your
how it was growing up in it. And
how did your parents handle, you know, obviously the lifestyle of their son, you know, doing things that they probably weren't proud of? Like, how was that? How were they able to, like, you know what I mean, manage, you know, you as their son?
Yeah, no, do you know what? They didn't realize things were that serious. They didn't realize things like that. Yes, bless. Come on, man.
Yeah.
They didn't realize that things were that serious until it was that serious.
Okay.
You know, like, okay, to me personally, like, how we used to run around and, yeah, like, little Russians, and we used to do, like, little robberies and that for me, in my mind, mentally, it's serious. Of course it is, but it's not that serious.
Not as serious.
It got deeper where not only am I smoking weed, but she can see that the fact that I'm in and out, I'm selling drugs.
Yeah.
She can't prove it yet, but she realizes I'm selling drugs. And it's funny because I grew up in a Christian household where both my parents are Christian. Like, we go to church on a Sunday. Very quickly I stopped going to church. So that now they're saying, okay, my son's changed. But not only that, it was more of a character thing. When they saw that the Joshua that they grew up wasn't the same, and that my mental, how I dealt with things, like I'll be with my mum, and if someone looks at my mum funny, I'm kicking off. Like, she can see that, oh, you're not the same child. Like, my mind and how I acted and my character, me as a person changed, my demeanor, how I carried myself. And I always say to man, like, my whole thing, and it wasn't just the area that I grew up in, it was even the fact of I've got cousins that are involved and heaven. You get what I'm saying? So
it's more than just friends.
More than just friends. It's bloodline.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
It's a whole community now.
Exactly. That are involved. So you kind of monkey see, monkey do. You just follow suit in that sort of line. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now, you said earlier on that obviously Fortin Heath and Croydon weren't really together. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Was it a thing where Fortin Heath was like against Croydon, even though like they're like 10 minutes away, or was it just more of they were just separate communities?
No, it's always been like that. And till this day, it's a shame, but it's still like that. I think it's almost like one of the man them even said it to me one time, because we was talking about Croydon, Fortin Heath, and then he was talking about, he said to me, Croydon and Fortin Heath he's from Brixton, and he was like, it's like when a Stockport boy is like, oh yeah, I'm from Brixton. He's like, even though Stockport and Brixton are basically the same thing. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what it was like growing up. So it was like, people will come and ask you, oh, where are you from? Like, oh yeah, Fortin Heath. What, Croydon? Nah, Fortin Heath. Even though I'm a big man now.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
You still have to say that.
No. I don't associate myself with it. So
obviously not now, but
when people ask me, they say Croydon, I'll be like, yeah, I'm from Croydon. Do you get what I'm saying? It's CR7 at the end of the day.
So,
but growing up, you would never say I'm from Croydon.
Okay,
it would be, do you get what I'm saying? As a youth.
As a youth. Do you think that the youth now still have to say things like, no, I'm actually from Fortin Heath?
100%.
That's a shame.
Yeah. Same settings. It's a shame, but it is. I believe there's a lot to it, innit? There's depth to it. I'm a firm believer in Christ. I believe it is a spiritual matter. I believe it is the element of it can be home and your background and broken homes, but that's not the full circle of the picture, innit? There's a lot more to it.
The last question I want to ask before we move on to the next chapter is, for anyone watching this now, or shall I say any youths watching this now, probably listen to your music and probably lives around Fortin Heath or around this area, what would you advise them? What would you say based on your experience?
No, of course. I was going to say as well, going off that so quickly, I got snatched off of that lifestyle quite early as well. I was 18. So the transition was, I was saying, when my friend had passed away, I thought about all that stuff, and God put certain people around me that were like-minded, and people that they were like, when the church that I started going to in Brixton, Mitesville, they were throwing bullets at each other between them and the Peckham boys consistently. Like, I mean, bullets are flying, it's a war zone. Like, it's not like you're gonna come out like they're pulling up in front of your house and they're trying to kill you. And so for me, coming from the circumstances I had been in already, and seeing them who I know that it's war consistently, like back and forth, loggerheads, I saw their transition. So that helped me transition. And you know, like, there's a Bible scripture that says iron sharpens iron. And when you're not going to be sharp, if you're rolling with people that are wood or brass, you're not going to be sharpened. But when you've got people that are like-minded and are on the same wavelength as you, it's going to sharpen you. 100%. And I was around them, and that sharpened me, and that helped me, because I saw people who had transitioned. So that was a big catalyst for my change. I was like, well, you can do it. I'm like, God, if you can change them, you can change me.
100%.
Do you get what I'm saying? So what I would say to people who are young, you're going through it. You might even feel like, you might even feel like you're stuck. You might feel like, what am I gonna do? I gotta carry this, I gotta walk with this, I gotta do that, I gotta do this. At the end of the day, there is a God, and he's real, and he's alive. And in all of the situations that you've gone through, whether it be the roads, whether it be you want to make money, it's God that's going to protect you and keep you. It's God that's going to provide for you. You couldn't stand up and tell a man what's going to happen 20 minutes from now at all. You couldn't stand up and tell me what's going to happen 5 minutes from now. We can assume, but you can't. But God knows what's going to happen 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 years down the line. So my advice to anybody is that leave that, give it to God. I used to walk around, I remember always carrying my knife on me and thinking, no, I have to have it on me. I gotta walk with this, I gotta walk with this, until it slapped me. And then I understood, why would I go and help the same devil that's tried to kill me or tried to kill my friend, go to help him kill someone else? Make it make sense. It's not even logical. It's not even logical. And even if we want to talk about winning in life in general, when I look at the roads is not winning. And man will come and tell you, yeah man, the roads isn't winning. And the reason why I say that is because, first of all, peace of mind. You don't have peace of mind. Every day you're thinking about your ops. Every day you're thinking about the jakes. Every day you're thinking about, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta walk with this. It's literally the thinnest line between insanity. Do you get what I'm saying? So for that reason. And then secondly, who's winning? Going jail's not winning. Going to the Bing and doing a 32, doing a bird away from your mum, away from your dad, away from your family, your girl who's gonna move on, it's not winning. Do you get it? My family, I got cousins that are doing life in jail. I got brethren that are sitting down doing life. They're not winning. Like that logic, like black and white. When you look at things very black and white and you see it for what it really is, forget the in-between and the grey area, you see it for what it really is, it's not winning. So that will help you to make a decision. All right, if I do this, I'm either gonna end up dead, I'm gonna end up in jail, or I'm gonna end up losing my mind. And if you look at the straight statistics, how many men have come off the roads and just started to win? It's a minority. So don't ever think that you're gonna be in the section of people that are gonna win. Don't think, oh, I'm not gonna die because it happened to my man, it's not gonna happen to me. Bro, you see, this life that we live has a way of just flipping itself on the head and things happen. You get it? So my advice to you is look at things very black and white. There is a God and he's calling you. And so run to him and leave that behind. Do you get me? So that's my advice.
Yes, pastor.
Yeah, you get me?
Evangelist.
That's what I have to say.
Are you evangelist or pastor? What would you call yourself? Evangelist.
Yeah. Let me not say I can't pastor a church, but that's long. I ain't got time.
No, pastoring a church is too
heavy.
long.
That burden's
There's so much
heavy.
politics as well. There's so much stuff that goes along with it. But yeah, thank you, man. Thank you for bringing me to Fort East.
Yeah, come on, man. We're here.
Nah,
I want to see my barber's is there. The first ever.
Right,
my
cool.
dad was my first ever barber.
Your dad?
Yeah. My dad used to
That's
cut my
insane.
hair, and then we had like a family barber called Tito. He used to come around and cut me and my cousin's hair. But the first ever barber shop I ever went to was Doyley's. I was probably about 7, 8 years old.
Well, let's go say hello
I'll see if any of them are in there
quickly.
and these things. But
So thank you, Joe, for showing me around.
Yeah,
It was
man.
an interesting story. You had an interesting life.
Yeah.
To be fair, your life's not done, but in terms of
and
as you grew up and stuff.
No, and that's even just a
Little
teardrop. You get me? There's so many different experiences in life. In general that man's had in it that making me as a person. So
I agree.
Yeah.
Now, before we get into the questions and stuff, I thought let's play a little game. It's called Guess Your Songs.
Alright, go on.
So basically, it's about me reading out lyrics you have put on your tracks.
Put me in this position, my God.
And you have to just basically guess your song. What song was it? I think you're gonna win it, to be honest. How do you do? Okay, number 1. Like I'm here for a purpose, and you know what that is.
24 freestyle.
Congratulations.
Jeez. No,
Okay, cool. Do you know what? I think I should put a timer like 5 seconds and that's
no,
it.
not 5. at least 10.
Okay, number 2. Made a promise to myself that I wouldn't be a failure.
It's a freestyle I did.
I don't know.
Oh my gosh. Oh, really, Joe? Tell me.
No, just say. Just think of what it could possibly be.
Pain and Glory.
Yes. Congratulations. Ha. Okay. Number 3. You might see me with my amigos, but it's not Cardi.
It's not a block party.
It is.
Yeah. Chee.
Okay. Number 4. I ain't got to milk it. You can tell a brother's lactose.
Pressure.
Yes.
Do you know what's so mad?
What?
Because I write so much bars and I'm recording so much.
Yeah.
Now when you're saying lyrics
Yeah.
in that way, it's like, what the heck? Like the song is just not coming to my mind.
Yeah.
It's mental, but yeah, God.
Okay, cool. I can't get distracted when I see double D's.
Thoughts.
Congratulations.
Mm-hmm.
I've been reciting Psalms every time my mind needs clearing.
You ever had to pray and fast and cast out a demon? No, you never did. The interlude.
The interlude. Yes. Well done, man. That was easy. I actually knew you were gonna do your thing. I can't lie. I knew, but it is well.
Yeah,
now, where did your love for music come from?
That's a very good question. So I've grown up in a household where mum and dad are always listening to music, like whether it be reggae, whether it be gospel, contemporary, whether it be like, from like your Hill songs to your Kurt Franklins to your Marvin Winans to, do you get it? My household full of music, like whether it, like 80s music, 70s music, 60s. My dad like a very wide variety of music, R&B. So I've grown up always loving music, loved singing, loved rap. But my actual like fascination of and interest in rap and making rap music started in like primary school.
Okay.
And my my best friend, big up Nico, Nico Harvey. He's brothers with Harvey from So Solid.
Okay.
And Nico and Kai. And Nico was my best friend. So when I'm around Nico, everything's always about So Solid. Like, and you know back then, like So Solid crew, I wanna know, 21 seconds, like all of that, all of that. We're just like 21 seconds. So that was my fascination. So that's where I kind of like, I want to rap.
Yeah.
Like I want to do like, but I don't know if we called it rap back then, but I want to spit or whatever you called it. And I remember one time, was it Harvey? It was Romeo. Came to our primary school, and then he called people up on stage. Like no, he said, who can spit here?
Yeah.
And then I remember everyone put their hands up and I didn't want to put my hand up, and then Nico grabbed my arm and threw it up. And I'm like, no, this is like year 5.
Okay, cool.
We're in assembly.
Yeah.
And then I've gone on stage. I didn't have no bars. I remember like just making up rubbish in it, but people was like, yeah, cheers, but. And that was like my first like, okay, like, let me try to start. And then when I go church, they used to do like, they'll ask me like, can you write a rap for us? For like Christmas, do you get what I'm saying? And that's where my interest started.
For love
That's where it came from,
from.
definitely.
I hear it. That's very interesting.
Yeah.
Now, how has the journey of focusing on gospel rap been for you over the past few years?
How has the journey been? That's a very good question as well, man.
Because you started from early, like 2012, 2014.
No. Do you know what? It's funny because when I was doing road, I used to rap.
Okay, cool.
So, specifically, and big up everybody that I'm about to mention, my brethren Rusty, at the time my brethren Little Zedar, my brethren Risk, everybody in the ends that was rapping then, do you get me? Like, Rugs and them lot, like they all rapped in it. So everyone in the conglomerate of like, within that vicinity, heats, just live around the corner, like everyone rapped in it. So me growing up, and they're a little bit older than me in it, so seeing them rap, Krypton Conan, like big up Stormzy, Nebs, Pockets, like we started a little thing called EMC, Elite MCs, and me, my brother Nebs, Stormzy, we all just spit together. And so that's when I actually started, but I never ever took it serious. Then when the years went by and it went from grime to doing like rap, and I was talking about the things that we was doing on the roads and going to studio, like a couple of my brethren and that, my brethren Ren's, Little Face, we'll go studio, we'll make songs and whatever, Rico, and in that vicinity, when I gave my life to Christ, I dropped all of it because I was like, that's to do with my old lifestyle.
Okay.
So I don't want to rap. I don't want to do nothing to do with my old lifestyle. I don't even want to talk to people that have anything to do with my old lifestyle. I just want Jesus. That was my mindset in it. I want to transition. I want to get to know God on a personal, intimate level. So I dropped everything. But it was in that time period, 2014 came, 2015, and my pastor even said to me at the time, why aren't you taking your music seriously? Everybody says you're actually cold, you're good. She didn't use those words, cold,
No,
but yeah, you're
cold,
you're
you're
good,
cold.
like use your music.
Yeah.
And I said, no, but bro, and it was one of the man, and I said to the man, I'm like, how am I meant to rap, bro, and be a man of God? And he was like, bro, that's a gift that God has given you. Use your gift. And so I started to do that, and then I just started dropping little freestyles like 2015 on Insta. Specific people. Stormzy commented on that. I remember he said, bro, you've been cold from day. I remember Sleek Section boys would comment and be like, bro, yeah, send me that freestyle that you just did. Bonkers, I remember that time he messaged me, bro, put 6 months, specifically he said this, put 6 months into music consistently and see where it takes you within 6 months. But I still never took it serious. So that's when everything was shaky. When people ask me, like, when did you actually take music seriously, I would say 2020 was when I said I'm putting everything into this, when we went into lockdown. And it was funny because I was trying to find myself and also find my place in the industry. Because at first I made my songs were to do with my testimony, but I didn't ever say, like, I didn't know the label would come as a gospel rapper. And the reason why I didn't know, and I didn't necessarily want the label to come in, it wasn't because I shunned the gospel industry at all, because I rate and respect a lot
what they're doing, yeah.
I rate and respect it. It's because I had a notion and an ideology that, and off of what people had said to me as well, that being a gospel rapper, they're just going to put you in this box. And I didn't want to be in a box. I didn't want to be, I seen the Mobos, and at the Mobos they have a separate ceremony for the gospel rappers. They don't put them on the stage. Shady won a Mobo 2 years ago. They put him on the screen, they didn't bring him on the stage. So till this day it bothers me, like, bro, hold on, respect the man, them, like, as if man can't rap and shell. And do you get me? I'm talking about real life experiences. So there was that in it. And in my journey, I've tried to navigate. I've gone kind of that way, I've gone this way, I've gone that way, and now I'm where I'm at in this current time. And it's kind of gone full circle where I'm not ashamed. I've never been ashamed. But when it comes to the gospel, I call it gospel because it's life changing and it's power. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at the moment. And it's never been linear. Like, my journey's never been just straightforward. It's been times where I've been like, nah, I just when Afro Swing was there, I was like, let me try and dabble in that. And I was like, yeah, I was like, I'm rapping it so I can show, but you're not gonna see me doing the Young Bane.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even though I could.
You could if you wanted to.
But you're not gonna see. So I tried that. Then drill. I jumped on a few drill. Do you get me? And then I did it. But I know my lane now.
Yeah.
I know what I'm called to do. And what like, my gift is my gift. And at the end of the day, they always say to pay attention to what majority of people always say you're good at.
Yeah.
And there are certain things that people always point at and say, bro, nah, this brother here is separate. Even if I even downplay it and say, nah, like, there's people that are like, bro, you're the coldest.
Yeah.
Like, one of the biggest rappers in the UK had sat down with me and said to me, bro, no, you was the hardest when we was growing up.
And who was that? Could you mention that, the artist? Stormzy. Big up Stormzy.
Yeah, big up Stormzy. And big up Stormzy and his transparency and just being real, because he didn't have to say that.
Yeah.
But he said that. And I appreciate the comment, because it also, on the back end of it, it just puts me like, bro, what am I doing? Like, pattern up, bro. Show them what you can do. Do you get what I'm saying?
And I believe you have been showing them, and you've been doing amazingly well so far. So, well done, man. Just keep it up.
Thank you.
So you mentioned at the end of your song, King's Speech, those with the biggest destiny has the biggest struggles. Could you please elaborate on that?
Serious one. Okay, so I believe that individuals with the biggest destinies, they end up having the biggest struggles. The reason why I believe that is because God has placed a purpose on every one of us, and in a nutshell, the best way to put it is that everybody is pregnant with a destiny. We're all carrying a destiny. We will have something on the inside of us that we're here to fulfill. Now, the devil, on the flip side, he doesn't want you to fulfill your destiny. He wants you to abort that thing that you're carrying. He wants you to miscarry your destiny. So he'll throw problems and situations in your way, even deform your character to the point where you've now become this person. Also that he can derail you, either still kill or destroy you, so that you don't ever fulfill that destiny. So I always remind people, you see when you're going through all the hardships, or when you look at your life and you see that, I went through this, I went through that, I went through that, mental illness, near death, sickness, just mind games, like so many different things, relationship breakdowns, heartbreak, family issues. When you look at your life or you look at your family, you can see all of these issues. They're all there because the devil wanted to destroy you or destroy your family, because there's callings on your life to make an impact on the world, and his whole purpose is to stop you from making an impact on the world and bringing people to God. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, you often look at young people, you look at a family and you see that everybody in the family is calm, but there's just one youth in the family. He's just always in trouble at school.
Yeah.
He's carrying a knife. And as he gets older, he goes jail. He comes out. He goes back to the bing. He gets into more trouble, drugs. Maybe gets addicted to drugs. Different things are happening, but it's that person that everybody will give up on and shun him and be like, oh yeah, my man's he's not taking life serious. But it's that individual that is the man with the greatest calling, and you clean him up and he gets closer to God and he becomes a man of God, or he just gets on the right path in life. You see, all of a sudden he's a millionaire. It's deeper. So these are the things that people don't read, and you get
if you guys want Bible study from Joey, please, every Wednesday at 6 o'clock.
Every Wednesday, 8 o'clock. I'm working.
At 8 o'clock at Pointy. Thank you.
Come on, man.
What shall we call it?
Let's call it a life-changing experience.
Life-changing experience from Joey. Every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Bible study.
Oh, that's funny. But it's real talk.
It is real talk.
It's real talk. So
I understand where you're coming from in terms of when you said. Now, I'm aware you have done 3 warm-up sessions on SBTV. Yeah. 2 of them with Jamal Edwards and one without him. Yeah, how was your experience working with Jamal Edwards?
Jamal is a pioneer. He's a brother. He's a friend. He's he's willing to help you whatsoever, the weather. And how we linked up is that he saw a freestyle that I did on Street Stars TV, and then he posted it on Twitter and said, right, Joey warm-up session 2016. This is 2016. I still weren't taking it serious, but he got my number. He was like, I'm gonna shout you, just make sure you're on point. The day he shouted me, I had like a chest infection.
Oh no.
Like, I was laying in bed, I remember, like sick, and then he messaged me like, bro, come through warm-up session, like now, if you can, like come through like today, like in the next couple of hours. I'm like, bro, I got in the shower quickly, got ready, I went up there. My first warm-up session, realised I'm sick, like I'm not well, the first one I did. But when he heard the thing, he was like, bro, you're cold. You're cold. And he just always pushed what I was doing. He always supported, he always pushed. So when it came to now years later, and he's seen me be consistent and seen me release music here and there, and we linked up in 2021. Again, done another warm-up session. I remember when he dropped it, I remember I was even going through a lot of stuff around that time, like negative situations that was just bringing me down. I remember Jamal just messaged me saying, bro, warm-up session, and it uplifted me. I got it, wrote the bars. I was like, yeah, linked up, we've done that one. And he was like, bro, I don't know why you haven't blown yet. And he was even like, that year, he was even like to me, bro, I'm gonna help, you need to take off, I'm gonna help you. Do you get what I'm saying? So he's just always been an anchor to what I'm doing. Like, he'll watch in the background, he'll message me randomly and be like, yeah, you see that tune you dropped there? One of the coldest, trust me. So yeah, big up Jamal.
Big up Jamal every time. He's so rest in peace, honestly.
Yeah.
Now you've reached over 10k followers on your social media. Congratulations.
Finally, thank you.
What do you want your fans, supporters, or listeners to gain from your music?
Okay, inspiration, impact, impartation, to be educated, to have fun, to learn. Yeah, man, and just enjoy, like, at the end of the day. Yeah, man, everything that I do there's purpose behind it. And like I said, we're all here with a purpose and a calling on our lives. And I want everyone that listens to me, I want them to be able to realize that.
Yeah.
Like, I've heard people say, oh no, Joe's Hollywood. I'm like, that's not even in my character. Like, if you know me, bro, I try to be. Yeah, I have moments. I'm a human being, trust me. I have moments of, like...
No one should talk to me right now.
Yeah, don't even... How dare you? Like, do you get me? But that's just my pride and ego. And I don't even accept that as me anymore.
Yeah.
Like, anger, pride and ego. I don't accept that. I just kill that. Do you get what I'm saying? I kill that. But, yeah, like, I just think all in all, yeah, like, take that from me. Do you get what I'm saying?
And I feel like a lot of people have, especially someone like Gets, who, you know, weeks ago, months ago, responded on one of your videos, which was My Testimony.
Not My Testimony, the interlude.
The interlude, okay, so apologies. But yeah, the interlude, like, how did that make you feel as well?
Gets, big up Gets.
Big up Gets every single time.
Yeah, big up Gets. So Gets has been following me for a while, yeah. We'd had little conversations here and there, nothing too major, but we've spoken, you get me, musically. But he followed me when I'd done a freestyle on SBTV to The Streets, Has It Come to This, Mike Skinner. Classic, The Streets, Has It Come to This, and I'd done my own take on it. And Gets followed me around that time, and when he followed me, it was kind of just like, yeah, like, bro, cold, do you get what I'm saying? Since then he's followed, and when I put out the interlude, I remember one day I was promoting it, and I pushed it every day. And then he commented, and he was like, yeah, and then he commented the bar, like, you ever had to pray and fast and cast out a demon?
No,
you never did. Yeah, do you see, have
you?
Come on, you get me?
Hey, that's serious, you know?
Yeah, and you think that it's a joke?
That's not
but you ain't been around here, and it's real life. Like, it's real life. I got testimonies, testaments, and testaments. Not just myself. I can get the man them, and they'll come and testify and tell you, like, yeah.
Yeah.
Certified. Do you get what I'm saying?
So, it's just
so when he commented, it just reaffirmed this song is one of my favourite songs, and one of the goats is feeling it, and do you get what I'm saying? And it's getting out there. So yeah, come on.
That's lovely. That's amazing. Yeah. Now what's next for Joey?
What is next? We're taking over the world.
Amen.
No, wait. What's next? Honestly, whatever God wills. Whatever God wills, whatever the direction.
Sorry.
Yes.
That caught me off guard.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Whatever the direction God wills me to go, I believe, God will direct the footsteps of the righteous. So he's just guiding me wherever he wants me to go overall. But as in, for me, personally, a tape is coming. And people always been saying, well, we want a Joey project, and I've been working on it. I am a bit of a perfectionist, and people try to make me not to be, but I like things to be to a T and the best of my ability. And this music that I've got coming out is probably some of the best music that I've loaded up. Like, certainly, like, all round. And so project, that's one. Singles, I'm always going to be dropping them. Freestyles, that's always going to be dropping. I've done a lot of interviews as of recently, this being one of them. So they're loading, and I'm very thankful for that. And it's just giving exposure. And it's so funny because it's all come all in one go.
Yeah.
Like, it's all just bam. So they're all coming soon. But yeah, the main thing is that there will be a tape. I haven't yet deciphered whether it's an EP or an album. Because when I play it to people, they're like, this is an album. But I haven't even dropped an EP, so let me land. Do you get what I'm saying? Let me land.
Guys, give him a break a bit,
let me land. Did you get what I'm saying? So that's what's coming very soon.
No, I love that. Now, thank you so much for coming through.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate you so much.
On,
and
man.
I honestly wish you nothing but the best. And I pray God continues to guide you and direct you.
Amen.
And yeah, just keep dropping bangers for us, man.
Yeah, we're coming
Literally,
for them.
we need it. But yeah, man. It's Vicky with the Vibes featuring Joey.
Come on, man. We're there.
We're out.
Live. We're
Bye.
out. Boy, come on.